Now we're gonna try to do the ear. So we'll try to measure the line. Keep that line right there, the bottom of your nose, right in here. The edge, the end of your chin, the jawbone, right in here will be beginning of your earlobe. So you draw two parallel line and one straight line. However, our ear, if you notice, it never really straight on. They always slightly slanter. So therefore, instead of draw the straight line, but yet slanter a little bit. So that's where your ear is gonna go. You're gonna take the ball of a clay, about like an inch and a half. So you're gonna put it in your hand right here. You're gonna slightly squeezing it into the shape, and that's gonna be your ear. Your clay is a little dry. Make sure you start moisture a little bit, or cover them a little bit. Okay. So in here, that's gonna be the shape of the ears right here. And if it's too big, too small, you always can kind of look at it right in here. Okay. So this right there. So you're gonna kind of join it right here. Okay. So here's the earlobe. Okay. It's important not to nothing. Okay. So the ear. I'll look at the profile right in here. Is gonna be this side of the ear that I'm gonna sculpt. Okay. So if you look at the ear, that actually this ear, the top part of the ear actually kind of curve in and into the center of the ear. So that means this line right here actually comes in and then go into the middle. Okay. So what I would do is I will use the carving tool. So any kind of carving tool, the tiny little one. So basically I'm going to empty out all these clay right here. Okay, so I'm gonna build that. Take this out. Make it a little bigger. So empty them out. Okay. And then this line right here actually, again, remember that this line of the ear actually comes into the middle. So this is one line right there. I'm pushing this right here. You see? Okay. And I'm going to take these out slightly because mine's pretty hollow. And when it comes to the bottom right here, I'm going to come out. Take this out. I'm going to sculpt it. Okay. Again, I'm going to take this big part right. Before I do that, I want to connect here. So basically, right there, if I look at it again, this part right here, and then this is a hollow out too as well. So. Do that, and I'm gonna come back right here. This is gonna be flattening out cavity. The ear right here is take this one out and edge, and maybe take out even more right here. Okay. It's really important to see your reference. Okay, and then there's a little cavity tunnel. I'm gonna go in to take some out. So again, I'm gonna go back to find that line. This ear come in to go into the eardrum, right? Not eardrum, inside of your ear cavity. And right here, I'm gonna take this out, shape it out a little bit more. Everybody's ears are slightly different, so make sure that you look at ear. Okay, don't just kind of sculpt the ear that you think you are sculpting. Okay. So again, I would have a little reference right here. I think maybe I would thin out just a little bit right there. You're gonna join, and this part actually comes down to this way. this is the cavity, and then I'm gonna come here. So again, constantly looking at your reference photo. Okay, so I can shape this off just a little. Here you go. So we're gonna do this side, and then we're gonna roughly keep that in mind. So again, this line right here, it go into the inside of your ear cavity. Okay. And then let's see. And of course, when we look at the back right in here, how much the ear, maybe this is a bit too thick. So I will go ahead and then carve out a little bit, because the back of my ear is actually kind of, where'd it go? Kind of flare out a little bit. So maybe I will detach just a little bit right here. Again, depends on everybody's ear. They are different. Okay, so here's the ear for the projects. Okay, now we just have to do the other side. Yep. Okay. Now the next one that we're going to talk about, it would be a hair. Okay, so again, constantly checking, always checking your picture 45 degree. You know, if I'm looking at this right here, okay, if I'm looking at the 45-degree angle, how much eye that I can see, and then how much they can go out. Look at the diagonal right here, the empty, the negative space. Look at the negative space right in here too as well. Okay, so where is your is that chin too out, is a nose too in, and all that you have to constantly be adjust, and do not just, you know, keep it like, oh, this lip is perfect. But yeah, if your lip is perfect but not proportionally work with the nose or the eyes and or the ear, then you're gonna have a little problem. And oh, I kind of forgot to show the eye, how I did my eye, so I'm gonna go ahead and do real quickly. Basically, I just take a little, here, let me plug it in first for you so you can see it. Okay, so basically we have the eyes like this right in here, right? So this is the eye. Again, make sure the eye socket is round. Okay, so wrap around the eye in there so you can see the indentation, not flat. Okay, now once you've done that, so you can see the shadow, you take one of these loop tool. Okay, any type of loop tool, but smaller is the better. Okay, so what I did is I draw a little circle right in here, but I leave a little clay left behind, and I take out that part, and that's how I did the eye that looks like there's a little pupil in the middle, and that's how I did it. Yeah? Okay. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do some hair. Okay? So, it depends on kind of hairstyle that you have. So, for this one right here, I'm looking at my hairstyle. Okay? So, this one right here, where's my front show? Okay, right here. So, it looks like I have a hair that kind of comes down this way and cover my ear, right? So you'll say, oh, good, then I don't have to make the ear. No, you still need to make it, because underneath the volume of the ear actually fluff out the hair. So it's important that you do the hair, okay? And of course, on the other side, maybe what I would do is, I'm going to do this side too, but I'm going to take a piece of a clay and kind of wrap around right here, and then coming down and cover it. And then this side, I'm going to keep them shaped a little bit. So we're going to do the hair next time after I have the ears and nose and in there. Okay. Here is the ear.